Hi folks, I'm Ian, I'm the camping editor at outandaboutlIve.co.uk, and today I'm out and about with officially the coolest tent of 2025. Now, believe it or not, there are some people out there who claim that it's not possible for a tent to be cool. Well, those people haven't seen the Opus T46 Smart Tent. Frankly, cool is the only word for it. Way back when we started camping, if someone had told you that in the future you'd be able to buy a tent that pitches itself in seconds simply by pushing a button, you'd probably have thought they'd lost the plot. If they went on to say that you'd also be able to power electric lights and your phone by plugging them into the tent wall, well, you'd have probably been calling up the men in white coats. But the future is here, and it's the Opus Smart Tent. The first thing you need to know about the T46 Smart Tent is that it was named Coolest Tent of 2025 in the Out and About Live Camping Awards. The second is that it is massive, so make sure you have enough space to store it at home and that your vehicle's big enough to carry it. We took it to Low Farm campsite in Lincolnshire in the back of a Ford Ranger pickup, and that gives you an idea of the amount of space you're going to need. It weighs a hefty 61 kilograms, so you will really need a couple of pairs of hands to move it, and that's why I roped in my colleagues Jack and Zella to do all the heavy lifting. It's called delegation, and it's one of the most important camping skills you can learn. The third thing you need to know about the Smart Tent is that it really does inflate itself, and that's when it gets really cool. Out of the oversized wheelie bag, it's essentially a traditional tunnel tent, and pitching starts in exactly the same way. Spread out flat on the ground before pegging down the four corners. Then it gets a bit different. Insert the batteries into the integrated pump units. On the T46 there are 5, then press the button and watch as the tubes fill with air and pop into shape. In a couple of minutes, with a little manual prodding, the tent will be standing and the pumps will automatically switch off when the beams reach their maximum pressure. Virtually no effort required on your part. After that, all you need to do is peg out the tent and guy lines, and you should have a perfectly pitched 6-berth tent. Opus made its name with a range of groundbreaking folding campers, packed with the sort of extravagances that humble tent campers like you and I can only dream of. A cooker, a microwave and a fridge were all standard issue, as well as LED lights, comfy sofas and real beds. Several years, numerous different models and multiple awards later, Opus has now moved into the tent market. So the Smart Tent is undoubtedly cool, but what are the practical benefits of it? Because as cool as it is, does it actually do the business as a tent? Well, the short answer is yes, it does. In fact, it has all the features you'd expect from a top-of-the-range family tunnel tent and lots more besides. Let's start with the outside. The T46 has a sleek grey and black polyester fly sheet with bright orange trim for extra visibility. As you'd expect, the seams are fully sealed and watertight, and the fabric is fire retardant. The pre-angled air tubes are designed to increase the amount of usable space inside the tent, as well as providing extra rigidity, and at the front is a really useful porch area which can be used for storage, for cooking, or as somewhere sheltered to sit outside. The porch has a large PVC window on one side and a door that can be fully unzipped and opened on the other. An optional zip-in front door panel is available to make the porch fully enclosed. You can also get access to the tent via the side door towards the rear. On the back wall there's a large ventilation panel, and when there's strong winds the storm straps can be clipped into place to provide more stability. We've already mentioned that it comes with a footprint. That's designed to protect the ground sheet from damage and help keep the main tent clean. In addition, the 300 denier tropical roof cover keeps the heat in, as well as giving protection to the roof of the tent. The main fly sheet is also made from super strong 300 denier material with a waterproof rating of 6,000mm hydrostatic head, which is pretty impressive. The main front entrance to the tent features a drop-down ground sheet to remove the trip hazard and make access easier for prams and wheelchairs or anyone with mobility issues. The main living area is bright and airy with lots of usable living space thanks to the upright side walls. The sewn-in ground sheet keeps it watertight and prevents drafts coming in under the fly sheet, as well as stopping any unwanted visitors of the wildlife variety getting access. The flat front wall has PVC windows on both sides of the D-shaped door, and there are mesh panels on both to provide ventilation. Inside, the huge PVC windows flood the spacious living area with light, and there's plenty of ventilation to keep it cool in the summer months and cut down on condensation. In typical tunnel tent style, the sleeping area is along the back of the tent. The dark and sleep-tight inners keep out the early morning sunshine, so there's less chance of you being wakened as soon as the sun rises in the early hours. The sleeping pod has a central zip divider which allows you to split it into two rooms of 180 cm wide or one large sleeping area. In theory, there's space to sleep 3 campers in each, but it's more likely that they would accommodate 2 each. The bedroom has many storage pockets for valuables, and there are more storage pockets on the outside to help keep the tent tidy. The triple layer windows have mesh, PVC and zippable curtains, providing you with ventilation and privacy, as well as allowing light into the living area during the day. The lounge measures a generous 390 cm wide by 280 cm long, so there's plenty of room for chairs, tables and other camping furniture. Those same blowbank batteries that powered the self-inflating pumps can also be deployed as a built-in power source inside the tent.
Remove the batteries from the pumps and pop them into the pockets, and then use them to connect to your lighting system or charge your mobile devices. Opus also offers LED strip lights as an optional extra.
The T46 is currently available for around £2,300, and this includes a footprint ground sheet and front door panel. Crowned the coolest tent of 2025 in the Out and About Live Camping Awards, the Opus T46 Smart Tent is something truly special. Self-inflating in just a couple of minutes at the push of a button, it features integrated rechargeable batteries that can be used to power LED lights and charge devices. It's certainly a long way from basic tent camping, and it might horrify traditionalists, but for anyone looking for high-spec convenience and comfort, the Opus Smart Tent is hard to beat.
Now, the one thing you really do have to bear in mind with this tent is it is absolutely enormous and weighs a ton. Well, not quite a ton, 61 kilos to be exact, but that certainly feels like a ton when you're trying to lift it. You'll definitely need 2 pairs of hands at least to move it.
And when you're bringing it from home to the campsite, you're going to need a vehicle with enough storage space to fit it in alongside the rest of your camping gear. That might mean a pickup truck or a van or investing in a trailer.
So you really have to bear that in mind because it is huge, and also think about where you're going to store it in the house as well. But that aside, it really is an excellent tent. It's pretty ambitious, never seen anything like it before, and that's what makes it so cool.
Although it's not exactly cheap, at £2,300 the price is pretty cool as well for a tent of this size, quality and spec, comparing favourably with similar sized tents from the major brands.
The Suffolk-based company described the Smart Tent as camping experience like no other, and it's hard to argue with that. So I hope that was useful for you. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to make sure you see all our future videos. You can leave a comment down below if you've got something to tell us about the tent that we've just reviewed. Let us know what you think about it. If you're looking for more information on camping, well, visit our new look website, outandaboutlive.co.uk as well. Loads of news and views and reviews on there, and lots of really helpful advice as well. And you'll also find links to our online shop where there's loads of tried and tested camping accessories and gear on there too. So I hope you enjoyed that. Look forward to seeing you again. Until next time, happy camping.